I lost my daughter, my oldest daughter, when she was 8 years old in a tragic car accident. And that, I would have to say is the hardest thing that I've ever been through in my entire life. And I never thought there would be ever a moment where I could ever have joy again in my life. But God showed me that you don't have to stay in grief, and you can have joy and still grieve, and you can come out of those situations knowing the fullness of God's love, the fullness of God's joy, and the fullness of life that He has for you beyond grief and beyond loss. There's more to life in this life and beyond that He wants to give us than living in just the now moment, because of the bigger picture of what He has. I remember a moment not too long after my daughter was killed where my family wanted me to go out. They were trying to keep my mind occupied on other things, and they wanted me to go to the movies with them. And I was in a wheelchair because the entire right side of my body was broken because I was in the car with my daughter. And I didn't feel like going out to do anything. I was grieving really heavy, and I just was wanting to be by myself. And I remember my daughter, that was 5 at the time, went on out with my family and went to the movies, and they all came home. But while they were gone, I wanted to take out all of my anger and frustration on God. And so I just started screaming and yelling and throwing everything that I could get my hands on, and just yelling at God and wanting answers. I wanted Him to literally come down and answer me right then and there with what had happened and give me details. And of course, God in His infinite graciousness did something way better. My daughter came home from the movies, and her leg was cramping. She was having leg cramps and leg spasms, and she hopped up on my good leg on in my wheelchair. And I said, "What's wrong with you?" And she said, "My leg hurts really bad." And she was just sobbing. And I said, "You know, honey, sometimes we have growing pains and it hurts to grow." And I literally felt in that moment, I felt a touch on my shoulder, like God was just saying, yes, it hurts to grow sometimes, but I am here with you through the growing and through the process, and I'm never going to let you go. And it was after that moment that I never, ever had to question Him again. I never had to say why again, because I knew that He had that covered. I am grateful for Jesus for life more abundantly. And when I say abundantly, joy, full of joy, beyond everything that you experience in life, the pain, the hurt, the sorrows, there is joy. And you can live life in joy, abundantly and free. If you are waiting to accept Jesus as Lord and Savior because you want to make certain things right first, don't wait. Don't wait. There's nothing that you can ever do to make it right enough on your own. And He doesn't care about that. He doesn't want you to come when things are perfect on your end. He wants you to come with all your messiness and with all your stuff. Come at that moment, because it's in that moment that He can take all that stuff and help you sort it out. You don't have to go through it alone. He can be there with you and help you and guide you through it. So don't wait for the perfect time. There is no perfect time other than right now.